Hey guys, what's up? John here with Bowtreader, and I'm going to go through my pack with you. It's kind of a new Meet the Pack series that we're doing because we want to show you the stuff that we use when we go into the field. So I've got my pack here. This is what it would look like if I was going out on a hunt. So let's go through it, show you everything that I use on a regular basis, on a regular hunting trip, and just talk about why I use it. So first things first, I want to talk about my stick. The stick that I use is the Big Bob from Out on a Limb Manufacturing. I do one stick. Definitely check these guys out. I've tried all kinds of different methods when it comes to using a saddle. The one stick is definitely the one that I prefer the most, and in my opinion, this is the best one stick that I have found. Now, there are several others out there, but give these guys a follow on Instagram, Facebook, whatever social you're on. Check them out on their website, and yeah, go place an order with them. I think they're out of Oklahoma. Pretty cool guy, from what I understand. I don't know, we're not best friends or anything, but he makes one heck of a stick. All right, let's get into the pack. Pretty straightforward. I'm not gonna go into a bunch of details about the actual pack, but we'll go through the pockets and pull stuff out. A flashlight. What's the pack called? Yeah. Well, it's called a pack. Now, this is the Sitka Tool Bucket, and we'll go into the details about why this is called a tool bucket. It's actually coming out in a new color next month. Spoiler alert, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for telling you that. I won't tell you what color it is, how about that? So, first thing I pulled out was a flashlight. I don't know about you, but I either hit the woods or come out of the woods when it's dark. So being able to see is a big deal. So I've got a flashlight on the outside of my pack, just a normal flashlight. I've got a hat that I usually have on before I ever leave the truck or the house. And then I've got my headlamp, right? So those are three key items that if I don't have, I'm usually not happy, especially the hat and the light part. Okay, let's go on the other side of the pack. You know, I've got a Thermacell here. You know, I've actually never, ever used this while I was hunting. I got it because of doing some island hunts last season. And, you know, it can get nasty hunting on an island. So I had that and didn't use it then even. So that was something. But anyway, had it if I needed it. I've got some attractant, some Black Widow. You want me to hold this up so you can see it? Black Widow attractant. If you get this on you, you could be in a fight on your way out of the woods or into the woods. No, this is not a perfume. This is, don't spray this on yourself. Hot and ready. You don't want anybody thinking you're hot and ready. Okay, there we go. And I've got a grunt call in here. This is actually a Sweetwater grunt call made by some guys here in Georgia. Pretty sweet. All right, let's get into the pack. All right, one of the cool features about the pack, the reason it's called a tool bucket, or the reason I think they call it a tool bucket, maybe it's not, maybe it is, I don't know, ask Sitka. One of the things that I love about it is this is how you'll go to the woods ready to rock and roll with your pack like that. Take this loose and then pull that up, and it is literally like a bucket. You can see everything down in there. If that's not good enough for you, pull that zipper down right there and flop that down, and I will literally take this and hang it on the tree just like this. It'll be supported against the tree, and I can see everything inside my pack. So as far as whitetail hunting or hunting from an elevated position, it's going to take one heck of a pack to get me to change. So the first thing out is my saddle. So I'm going to pull my saddle out. Should I talk about my saddle? I should talk about it? All right. I'm getting coached as I'm going along here. I founded the company, but let me tell you something. It takes, just like it takes a village to raise a child, it takes 15 villages to raise a company. So here's my saddle. This is the Tethered Phantom. I got a dump pouch on here. I've got this actually is made by Hawk. It's just a little bow rope that is a retractable bow rope. You can just pull it out and then crank it, wind it right back up in there, and it's out of the way, not causing any issues like it is right now. So trust me, it works awesome. I've had it for several years. So in my dump pouch on my pack here, I have an extra tether, even though I don't use it because I one stick, and I'm gonna get into that with you in just a second. But I have a tether, a carabiner, and a duck Kong, a Kong duck. Edit that, fix that, or not, I don't care. Anyway, a Kong duck, that's just a lockout device. I've got a couple of pieces of paracord, one that's not so bright and one that is bright for no reason at all whatsoever, just a couple different pieces in there. And that's really all that I have to keep in that dump pouch. As you'll see right here on my bridge, and I'm not going to go into a ton of details about the saddle, about the bridge and all that kind of stuff, but I do want to show you the different tools that I use. This is called the Kong HydroBot. This is my belay device, and it's also a lockout device. And we'll go into more details, like I said, on that in another video. But this is the only device that I need when I am going up into the tree and when I rappel down. It works for all of it. So that's something that is pretty awesome, was pretty critical for me to find. And then I've got this, what's called a Figure 9 carabiner. It's from Night Eyes. I use this when I'm coming back, when I rappel back down out of the tree. I actually take my platform and I just hook it right there, and that's how I'll rappel out of the tree. I'll have my platform hooked on, I'll have my backpack on my back, and I'll lower my bow to the ground. That's how I come out of the tree. So the next thing that I've got in the pack is I've got my bow sling for my bow. So if I'm not strapping my bow to my pack, I'll use this sling. A lot of times I'll take it out. Like if I know I'm going to be strapping my bow to my pack, or if I know I've only got, 700 or 800 yards to walk or something like that, I'll just carry my bow. I won't keep anything in there. The next thing in is my knee pads. A critical component to saddle hunting is either a cushion or a set of knee pads. I've got some insulation. This is actually a, good grief, what a mosquito. This is actually a Fanatic hoodie. If you're a whitetail hunter and you don't have a Fanatic hoodie, shame on you, because you're not serious about your sport. I'm just saying. Now, there's several other companies that make something that would be comparable to that. It's a great insulation piece. Not too heavy, but works really well. So again, when I'm in the tree, my pack is completely open. I can get to everything. I've got another grunt call. This is an extinguisher call that I can adjust the different sounds on. The other key item that I've got in here that I think is a big deal is a wind checker, right? So I can see where my wind is going, see if it's changed, because we live in Georgia and we know that it has. And then I've got my favorite little skinning knife. This is a Bradford Guardian 3. Awesome little knife. I keep it in my pack. And something that I've never had to use, first aid kit, outdoor adventure kit. We actually sell these at the shop. We've actually worked with North American Rescue to develop our own that's got some added items into it. That's something, if you don't have it in your pack, you really need to have that in there. A couple other features or things that I keep. Granola bar, little snack. That rode with me all season last year, so it's going to go in the trash. An extra release. This is not the kind of release that I hunt with. I actually hunt with a Stand Perfects. This is a B3 Exit. Performs the same way. It's just an older release that I had that I keep in my pack. And then I've got some wing tacks. I keep these in here, so if I'm hunting somewhere that I'm not that familiar with, I will use that for when I'm coming back out of the woods, just so I can be on the same trail. Also, if I'm hunting somewhere that I am not familiar with, I'll take a Garmin InReach with me, or either a GPS map. The last thing you want to do is be lost, okay? I really don't want you to be lost, and we can talk about that another time. If you feel lost, call me at the shop, text me, email, Instagram, something. I don't want you to be lost, but I don't want you to be lost in the woods either, so look into having one of those. Another critical item when saddle hunting is something to help you get comfortable. This is the recliner from Tethered. So you'd actually take this and go into your carabiner, and it goes up on your back, anywhere from right below your arms down to your lower back, and it just helps to remove some of those pressure points, give you something extra to lean up against. If anybody has ever told you that saddle hunting is not comfortable, it is A, because they don't know what they're talking about, 2, they really don't know what they're talking about, or C, they don't have the right equipment, okay? So check us out, because we're going to be doing a series of videos on saddle hunting, and we're also going to do some saddle hunting classes. We'd love to have you come out so we can go through some of that stuff with you. Okay, now the other key piece that I've got, and I keep it on the outside of my pack because I need it before I take anything out of my pack most of the time, unless my saddle's in my pack, because I have to have that before I hit the tree. I've got my rope. It's important how you wind this rope up, because you don't want to sit there and fight with a rope that's all tangled. But this is the rope that I use that goes around the tree. I'll put it around the tree however how far I have to have it. I've got this Night Eyes tie right here that I'll put back around it. Let's see, let me get this off. So I'll pull out ever how much I need to go around the tree. And when you're saddle hunting, you don't want to go around a huge tree, but you can if you absolutely have to. So sling this around the tree, loop it back into itself, and then that lockout or belay device would go into the rope right here. I'd pull off as much as I need, so I've got a 2 or 3 foot section off of where it's cinched around the tree, and then I'll take this right here and I'll wrap it back around my loop, my roll of rope, just like this. And then I'll take this and I'll hook it into this Night Eyes, this figure 9 right here, or I'll just take this and wrap it around somewhere on my saddle so it goes up with me, it doesn't fall down. So when I get up in the tree, there's nothing left down on the ground or kind of hanging down out of the tree. So there's that, and basically that's everything that's in my pack. I've got a one of these little scrape fix things right here. I used to use that as my wind checker, but it kind of stinks and it's just still on there because I hadn't thought about it. I've got that powder checker, and then I've also got some little tufts. I've used milkweed seed pods before, but I have no idea where to get those right now. I used to have a friend that would bring them down to me, and apparently we're not friends anymore because he doesn't bring them anymore. Yeah, I'm talking to you, buddy. I hope you watch this video. I hope you feel ultra convicted. I'm just kidding. It's not a big deal. He hadn't been going up to Illinois to hunt like he used to, so. But that's my pack. Check out the rest of the series. It'll be getting posted quickly behind this video. And let us know what you think. Let us know if you think we should be carrying other stuff. Let us know if you think we're morons or great people or whatever. And we're here to serve. We want to educate, help you be less intimidated about getting out into creation and harvesting your own food. So I appreciate it, guys. Bro, get out of here. What the crap? Should I talk about my saddle? I should talk about it?
I did too.
Right, fight on your way out of the woods or into the woods.
Okay. Go ahead.
You did.
But I didn't.
Dang it.